Alright, what is going on, guys? Afflicted Gamer here, back with another Division video. It is Friday, the vendors have reset. You know what that means. I will be going from place to place, DC checkpoint to checkpoint to find out what the best items are for sale this week in the Division. So if the video is helpful in any way at all, please go ahead and drop it a like. It's very much appreciated and does help the channel grow. And if you are new, I hope that you will consider subscribing for more Division content. Now, ever since patch 1.7 has dropped, all blueprints that you own go across all of the characters that you have. Now, given that I actually created this fourth character solely for the special blueprints vendor here, so that nobody would have to double check what he's selling, well, from now on, this is the one place you will have to double check, because I pretty much have most of the blueprints in the game. But however, let's go ahead and start down here. Most likely there are two weapons above that I already own. Check them out. Other than that, stamina gloves, knee pads, and a compensator blueprint, which I'm actually going to pick this up because the major attribute is stability, and it's always helpful. Okay. It's kind of unfortunate that Massive did that, but I kind of understand why they did. You know, why should each character have to purchase one thing, you know, the same thing that other characters have, same blueprints over and over again, but for this purpose, it's a little bit unfortunate. Anyways, okay, so the exotics this week, the Centurion as expert in commanding, past Cassidy has 294% stagger, very low destructive responsive, and boomsticker on it, which is actually quite good. Too bad that the stagger was not higher. The Liberator, 21% enemy armor damage with swift, skilled, and capable. Not terrible, not very great. Pecan, 12% damage to targets out of cover, unforgiving, competent, and Pecan. The Historian, 142% headshot damage with talented, harmful, and history repeats. And we shall scroll through the rest of the weapons and the gear. Black Market SASG 12, nope. Model 700, nope. Infantry, nope. Alright, we'll go over the gear now. Basic gear. Oh, Mask of the Nomad is actually quite good. Good armor roll, good firearms roll at 1245, 3.5% crit chance, which you could keep or reroll. 12% damage to elites. You know what? If you're a fan of Nomad, I would pick this thing up. Alpha Bridge Mask, 1000 armor. Ah, too bad the stats are bad. Okay, anything else good down here? Tactician's Backpack, there we go. 1260 electronics, over 13,000 skill power, and ammo capacity in the minor. I would pick this up unless you already have a better one, but that is pretty darn good. Accomplished knee pads, not too bad, but not necessary. Decent Predator Smart knee pads, and let's go through the rest. Low numbers everywhere. Savage gloves. Even if you're desperate, I would not buy these. Sentry gloves, if you're desperate, I'd get rid of pistol damage, but the rolls are quite low. And the Reclaimer gloves, however, are quite decent. 1215 firearms, that could be a bit higher. Over 1200 assault rifle damage, 5% crit chance, and 15% critical hit damage. If you are trying to build Reclaimer and you're missing a piece, you don't have very good pieces, you could pick this up for now. And other than that, we've got a good prototype electronics mod with 243 electronics and over 3,000 health. Wow, 3,315, that's almost a max roll of health. Too bad the actual electronics number was not a little bit higher. And we also have 4% ballistic shield damage. Okay, well, not too bad. Let's keep going. So that is it for downstairs. We're gonna go on upstairs. Hopefully something's good. Alright, at the Dark Zone gear vendor in the base of operations, two items. First up is the police UMP-45. I realize it is not used by very many, but for those of you that do like it, 22% crit hit chance with skilled, talented, and ambusher. So if you're running a skill build and you like SMGs, fan of the UMP, go ahead and pick this up. Second item is the prototype firearms mod, 239 firearms, which is quite low, but because there is over 3,000 health on it, That's why I'm pointing it out.
Was hoping to make a sale.
Right, down at the Cavern Safe House, for those of you that like these superior mods with things like damage to elites on it or protection from elites, etc. There's one here for sale, 210 stamina and 3% damage to elites. So pick them up if you need them. At the Kerman Station Safe House, I realize it is not the most popular assault rifle, but the ACR has 19% enemy armor damage on it with prepared, brutal, and destructive. So with those rolls, you might want to give this assault rifle a chance.
See you around.
Alright, at the Dante's Run Safe House, he's got a Vigorous chest piece for sale. The armor roll is low, so pick it up only if you do not have one and you want to try out a Vigorous chest piece, see what it's like. 1248 stamina with all resist, health on kill, and ammo capacity. Obviously, reroll off the all resistance for something else, and give it a shot if you haven't picked up Vigorous already if you're new to the game.
These things happen.
So, Safe House, I realize stamina is not a major deal just yet, but it just might be when Striker Classified gets here. 232 is very low, so only get this if you do not have the blueprint. And there's also over 3,000 health on it, which is the main reason why I'm pointing out this mod.
Too bad nothing caught your eye.
Alright, at the West 31st Main, believe it or not, that was it for all of the safe houses, which is pretty sad. Anyways, first up, a prototype performance mod with 5% support station healing speed, perfect for builds like Proclaimer, and an extended mag. I would say pick it up if you don't have a blueprint or better one. 111% mag size, 2.5% crit hit chance, and 5.6% rate of fire. At the West 34th Street DZ checkpoint, she's got a couple items here. First up is a Model 700 Tactical, 172% headshot damage. That is a max roll. Deadly, commanding, and elevated. Obviously, I am pointing this out because you can reroll off commanding for something else like brutal and have a really good Model 700 Tactical with that headshot percentage. And there is 7% turret health. If you don't have a higher percentage one, then I would go ahead and pick this up.
That's fine. Someone.
Right at the West 39th Street DZ checkpoint, he's got two items for sale. First up are these accomplished knee pads. Yes, the firearms roll is very low, which you can re-roll, but it does have over 13,000 health, 28% disorient resist, 14% damage to elites, and 28% disrupt resist. Also, there is a prototype firearms mod, 246 firearms with 2,877 health. I would say pick this up only if you need it, if you're desperate and you don't already have a better one or the blueprint.
Don't make a habit of not buying.
Alright, at the DZ03 safe room, he has an enhanced AUG A3P for sale, 22% crit chance with capable, brutal, and competent. Obviously, you could reroll off capable if you wanted to for something else, or even competent, depending on your playstyle. So, if you need it, pick it up. Alright, at the West 42nd Street DZ checkpoint, there is a black market SASG 12S for sale here. 291% stagger, which is not the greatest, but brutal, predatory, and responsive are on it. Now, you could leave it as is, be great for PvE, or get rid of predatory for something else and use it in PvP. The choice is yours.
That's fine. Someone else will want this.
Probably. Alright, at the West 53rd Street DZ checkpoint, there is a prototype electronics mod for sale, 241 electronics with over 3,000 skill power. At the DZ02 safe room, there is this rapid chest piece for sale, 1266 stamina with 10.5% EDR. You could re-roll that out for something else if you so choose to, and there is also 8% skill haste and 52% ammo capacity, so not too bad. Savage gloves, also 1211 stamina, not the greatest, but if you are a marksman Then you've got over 4,000 marksman rifle damage, 7.5% enemy armor damage, along with 9% skill haste. So those will work out just fine in PvE if you need them. Pick them up only if you need them. Right over at East 46th Street, there is a electronics mod here for sale. 265 electronics with 2,941 health. Pick that up if you need it. Alright, at the DZ05 safe room, he has a loud vent break for sale here, which is pretty good. 19% crit hit damage, 5.5% headshot damage, and 2.5% critical hit chance with reduced threat. Absolutely pick a few of these up if you do not have a better one or the blueprint. For sure, come by and grab some of these. 53rd Street DZ checkpoint, she's got a couple items for sale here that are definitely worth taking a look at. First up, 6% first aid self heal. I would pick a bunch of these up if you don't already have them. That is a max roll. Also, a extended mag is here. 112% mag size, 2.5% crit chance, and 4% crit damage. I realize that is not the greatest, but by far not the worst. If you don't have a blueprint or a better one, then go ahead and pick a few of these up until you do. Alright, at the DZ08 safe room, he has a pretty much almost perfect Nimble holster for sale here. So for those of you that are still a fan, 988 armor, which is pretty damn good. 1260 firearms, 1235 stamina, 1256 electronics, and the major attribute is 3.5% crit chance. Keep it, reroll it, do whatever you want with the major attribute, but other than that, the rest is pretty damn good. I would pick this up if you're still a fan of Nimble.
Come back when you're feeling up to it.
No one's telling me what to do. Right up the East 58th Street DZ checkpoint. First up, there is a rapid chest piece. 1,153 firearms, which you could obviously re-roll for something else or a higher number. 5.5% enemy armor damage, over 16,000 health, and 55% ammo capacity. You can't go wrong there. Relentless backpack, 1233 electronics, over 12,000 skill power, and again, we've got ammo capacity in the minor attribute slots. Once again, you can't go wrong with that. And a Steadfast holster. For those of you that are not a fan of Nimble, 862 armor, not the worst, but definitely not the best. However, 1180 firearms, 1246 stamina, 1254 electronics. You could bump up the firearms number and have yourself a good Steadfast holster.
Contamination.
Alright, and for our final stop of the week up here at the DZ09 safe room, this by far was not one of the best weeks we've had for a vendor reset in the division. Maybe they were busy with the global events and forgot to give us some items. I don't know, but regardless, if the video again was helpful, go ahead and drop it a like. It's very much appreciated and does help the channel grow. On the road to 5K, thank you guys. If we get there before Destiny 2 drops, by the way, for Destiny fans, I will be giving a copy of the game away for free. Little side note, follow me on Twitter at AfflictedGamer, and the stream times for me to be live here on YouTube are at the end of the video. And the final items of the week are Deadeye Mask here. You know, I know the classified stuff is here, but in case you don't get your hands on it, 1235 for firearms, 8% enemy armor damage with increased kill XP. Do what you want with the minor attribute, but the other two are pretty good. The striker harness is not too bad either because it's got over 15,000 health on kill, increased kill XP, but the stamina is kind of on the low side there. However, you can make use out of it for a PvE build. But the defense backpack, despite getting the hit that it took, is actually pretty good here with 1228 firearms, 16% stability, keep it or reroll it, and then you've got ammo capacity in the minor slot, which is not too bad at all. Other than that, guys, that is it. Those were the best items for sale this week in the division. So, sorry there wasn't more. Don't shoot the men. That is that. Hopefully there was something that you did find that you needed. If so, go ahead and pick it up. Leave your thoughts and comments below, and I'll see you guys soon in the next video.